evening, everyone. You are all welcome to this evening's presentation. It's good to have you all on this call. Kindly indicate your name, where you have been connected from, and who invited you. If you've taken a decision to be here this evening, it is a very good one. I would want to welcome those of us who are already here, the early birds. So, Dr. Dorothy Hansen, you are welcome. We have Francis Edu, you are welcome. Agatha Mensah, you are welcome. Mercy Intifo, you are welcome. Latifu, you are also welcome. Yvonne Anokwa, you are welcome to this call. Eddie Jan, you are welcome. Faustina Fianku, you are welcome. Gideon Steven, Mawaku, Alasan, Hassan, Gloria, you are all welcome. Jeffrey, you are welcome. Eddie Jan, you are welcome. Johnny Bonzi, you are welcome. We also have Nick Efia, you are welcome. Fulera, you are welcome. Fulera has been a consistent member, you are welcome. We have Eunice, you are welcome. Cecilia, you are welcome. And then we have Love Man, you are also welcome. Kindly indicate your name, where you are connected from, and who invited you. We have Ama Echa Eje, you are welcome. Marian Adjoa Ofosu, you are welcome. Daniel, you are also welcome. If you have not invited people and you are yet to do so, share the link with your colleagues, share the link with your loved ones. You can even share it with your enemies. Very, very important. Invite them to this important presentation and you will never regret doing so. So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we'll be starting it very soon. Let me continue to welcome our guests. We have Joy Samiri, you are welcome. We have Mary Frimpong, you are welcome. Somebody is using Legacy Seed, you are welcome. We have Mensa Delfrina, you are welcome. Winifred Taylor, you are welcome. Winifred, I can see you. Good to have you here. We have Joy Samari, you are welcome. And everyone that is on the call, you are welcome. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would want to take the service presentation. We have an amazing woman to do the service presentation for us this evening. She is a nurse lecturer. She is an entrepreneur. And she's really done good for herself. In this project, she is a Sapphire member. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mrs. Enyonam Epiphania to give her the service presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. John. It's good to be here once again. You're all welcome this evening to this wonderful presentation. I'm sure you won't just relax. This is the time just to relax towards tomorrow, which is a working day. So enjoy as you take you on a ride. So why are you here? Someone gave you a link and you decided to come and listen. So please be attentive as we take you through. So you are here because of GotBackUp. GotBackUp is a project that is empowering individuals so that they can also be able to impact their family and friends and do many other things with it. How do we do that? In doing that, we use what? To impact our dreams, people's dreams. It becomes very small when reality sets in. We had big dreams when we were growing, but as reality sets in, especially when our first salary hits our account, then realistically we start marginalizing things. If we said that we'll stay in what? 6-bedroom house, now we start saying that, oh, the chamber and all this. Okay, because the effort you have to put in is so huge and it's scary at times. GotBackUp is saying that those dreams that you've forgotten, is it to go to the nicest place in the world, to go on holidays? GotBackUp says that what? Bring those dreams alive again, and it will help you in working with them to be able to fulfill that. GotBackUp also had a big dream. Their dream started in Gatineau, Quebec in 1997. So you can see that this is a very old company with global virtual opportunity as the parent company. Because of the largeness of their dream, they decided to move location to US, Texas, because it's a technology company. It moved to the hub of what technology. So you find Microsoft, Google, all the big companies there to make it realistic. So they bought a property that belongs to them 100%. So it's no loan. So this company is thriving on that property, and it's a data center. How is it going to fulfill that? It's riding on two major trends, which we'll look at. What is the first trend? The first trend, God Backup, is riding on the phone you are holding. You can agree with me that phones are something that we rely on now. And anything that the demand is high and the market is there, success becomes realistic and we can fulfill it. Financial success is there. There are over 18 billion phones, but smartphones are over what? 8 billion right now. And as you can see, you can't go without phone. If you are here and you can tell me that you can ride on your rest of the journey of your life without phone, put one in the comment section. But if you are like me, because I've realized that phones have made my life easier, I'll either add to what I have, but not without. Then put two in the comment section. Every phone, every laptop generates something we call what? Data. And as you can see, this is the statistics of phones in the world. It is not someone who is sitting somewhere. This is research. So you see that phones will keep going. Look at 2023 to up to 2028. It will keep increasing in number. So if the market is as open as that, then you know that what? Surely it is something you should look at. Every phone and laptop generates something we call data. And data generation went through process. You remember those times that we used to, especially I worked in the hospital, so everything was written on paper. Then we moved on to what? We said floppy disks, then CDs, then we started using pen drive. Those who can remember, those who are younger may not remember those things. Then it went to hard disks. Now we are in the era we call cloud storage. What cloud storage does is that your device is connected to a huge server somewhere, and it is connected so that you save your data there securely for you alone and your device alone. So even if your device gets spoiled, you still have your data secured. That is one of the things. And look at it. It is money that is being generated. In 2022, $90 billion. Imagine. We are in 2025 right now. Just do the multiplication. By the end of 2025, it's going to increase to $166 billion. This is huge money. In the next 5 years, it's going to a multiples of what? Up to, it's going to 500 billion, almost $500 billion. That is how much huge this is. If I were to be you and I know of this, and you are someone who is business oriented, don't you see the hugeness of this? We should have a quota in that sector. Out of less than 30 companies, GotBackUp is one of them. Used to work with what companies, and now coming to you and me that we should partner them to be able to leverage on it. Why? Because the phone you are holding is becoming, it's not becoming, it has become addictive. I tell people addiction, we have good addiction that will enhance your life, and we have bad addiction that would what? Deteriorate your life. If it's bad, don't go there. If it enhances, then stick to it, because it will make you do things in a short time and you need time for yourself. Look at the statistics on it. As much as almost 88% of people said when they leave their homes and they leave their phone behind, they become uneasy until if you are going somewhere and you forgot your phone, would you go back for it, or you continue of your journey? If you will go back for it, put one in the comment section. But if you will continue, put two in the comment section. I will not. Phones have become our books. When we go to the loo, we carry it. Look at the statistics. It has become our alarm. When was the last time you bought an alarm clock? Your phone is there. You can rely on it in that way. There are people who will be in the same room, even husband and wife. When people are there, they will chat instead of talk. Who has ever done that? If you've done that, put what three in the comment section. I do that a lot. So you can see that phones have become our friend. We go to sleep, those are the last things we see. And when we wake up, it's the first thing we see. They are even closer than our spouses. They hold our secrets. That's how phones have become so close to us. So this is it. Then the bad aspect, the negative aspect of losing data. Most of the time when we are buying phone, we look at what? To protect the outside. But we've forgotten that that phone, if we rely on it for years, when it falls on us within a twinkle of an eye, everything is fault. And it's scary to do that. As much as 45% of cell phone users, she said what? They damage their phone and lose their data. If you've experienced that, it is very painful. I am still experiencing that. All because of my laptop. My laptop got crashed, and over 6 years of notes and other things got lost because what? I couldn't back it up at that time. Imagine that. Then what? Your phone screens, as much as what? 5,700. It cracks in an hour. I'm sure a lot of us have experienced that. And it's very painful. Some of them are so expensive. Our laptops and phone get stolen. And when that happens, that's the end of your data. So those are the things that are realistic around us. The second trend, everybody is feeling that, especially if you live in a part of the world. Look at Americans. Americans that people dream to be there. He said what? The land of the dream. As many as 42% of Americans don't rely on one stream of income. They have side businesses they run. What of us in the third world? And what of the young generation, 18 to 25 years? As much as 62% of them, they know how to do their businesses because the money their parents are giving them, it's not getting anywhere. So they have to look for other side businesses to add. These two trends are things that are realistic. That is what is trending right now. What those of us in the third world who has to use many of our money to get $1 or £1, we have no excuse. These are the two things that are trending and will not run out because people will always go for it. These two trends are the trends that GotBackUp is relying on and saying that the dreams that you buried, go and bring it up and they would help you to fulfill them as time goes on. So GotBackUp started in April 2023 as a project. And imagine we are in 2025 February. It is now trending in 153 countries in the world, and we have what? 195 countries in the world. So imagine that Would you agree with me that by the end of this year, we would have trended in all the countries in the world? If you believe that, put one in the comment section. Yes, I believe it will happen. And what? Brunei Darussalam was the recent one. Ghana was 82, the 82nd country to what? Partner with this company. So if you are here, no matter where you are, reach out to anybody in the world and what? Start working with them. So this is something I'm coming to have told you about, but someone is coming to tell you. I'm sure they've told you something. That's why you are here. This is just the introduction, and you were saying in your head, I should hurry up so that you hear the real gist. And someone is coming to talk to you about the real gist. So please pay rapt attention to what you are going to say. And the person to do that is an expert in this. I am a nurse. I'm learning this, but he has been doing this for years. He's a professor in 4 or even more universities, and he's in AI. He knows the technology, all the jargons that is there. He will tell you everything about it. And he has reason in this company. He has built enough to be able to leverage on many things. He mentors, mentees, and mentors. So he's here to present to you and break everything down to you so that you understand, then you run with it. At this point, I would like to welcome Professor, I always call him Professor Kweku Ohene, to take up the rest of the presentation.
Thank you so much, Enyenam. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Enyenam for the wonderful expose and all that she's giving us. So I became part, and I want to share a story with you, ladies and gentlemen. I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. That's what I do for my work as a researcher. I am not just an academic professor. I'm also a company owner, and I own my own company. And I deal with people in about 50 countries. And so whilst I was using Dropbox for 13 years, I realized that I was spending a lot more than I can even imagine. And so when I got to know about GotBackUp, which does more than what Dropbox is doing, in fact, GotBackUp is 17 times better than Dropbox. It is 15 times better than Google Drive. And I'll show you evidence of all this. And it is 14 times better than iCloud. And when you come to know it and when you come to use it, you will appreciate it. And that's why a lot of people are becoming part of it. That's why it's growing all over the world. It is flying at a rate I can't even imagine. When Google came into the world, it took them over 5 years before reaching the over 100 countries. And yet, under 2 years, GotBackUp is already in 153 countries. So that should tell you why. Why is it that a company is flying like that? Why is the organization flying like that? It was originally designed for companies, but now they've widened their wings and it's all designed for every individual using a smartphone. So GotBackUp is like Dropbox, like Google Drive, like iCloud, but I'm going to show you how it beats all of them. Number one, GotBackUp is 4 times cheaper than iCloud. Cheaper than iCloud. It gives you all the services iCloud is giving, but it's 4 times cheaper than iCloud. It is 3 times cheaper than Dropbox. It is 3 times cheaper than Google Drive. And that is one reason why a lot of people are using it. You have multiple spaces, 6 terabytes of space that you can use. And ladies and gentlemen, you know something? Sometimes a person will say that I don't think I need a lot of terabytes. I don't even think I need a lot of data. Well, look at the time you got your phone. You had a small number of pictures and videos and documents. What happened? Over time, you can see that your things are growing. So you have to prepare before things happen. Sometimes in life, we don't prepare for darker times. Your phone can be lost. It can be stolen. Okay? It can crash. It can fall into water. It can destroy. Los Angeles was burning and you had over $200 billion lost when there was fire all over California. Now, if you have not insured your house, you can imagine what will happen. So you have to prepare before darker times happen. So let's look at another benefit of GotBackUp. You see, you can share the GotBackUp space with 6 people. So you can use 1 terabyte. It's 6 terabytes. You can terabyte, give 1 terabyte to your brother, 1 terabyte to your sister, 1 terabyte to your parent, and then share the other 1 terabyte. Everybody will have his own username, his own password, and everyone will use the space private to the person. No one will see what the other person is using. It's very powerful. It's very unique in that regard. You see, if you want to do that with iCloud, you have to pay extra to do that. But this one is all part of it. Number 3, you cannot use iCloud on an Android phone. You cannot use iCloud on a Windows phone. You cannot use Google Drive on an iPhone effectively. You can't. But guess what? If you have an iPhone or an Android phone or a Huawei phone or a Windows phone or a Linux laptop or a MacBook or a Windows laptop or Ubuntu laptop, you can use GotBackUp on all of them. And you can back up everything from everywhere into one place. You can't do that with iCloud. You can't do that with Google Drive. And that is one unique thing about GotBackUp. You can set up 100% automatic backup, set it up, forget it, and you'll be doing it in the background every time for you. You can also use GotBackUp on unlimited devices. Let's say you have 10 phones, 20 laptops, and 200 iPads. You can back all of them up with your own account. And the one you give to your friend, he too can back over 100 devices on his account. And then the 1 terabyte you give to your other friend, he too can back up everything on many devices. That is a unique thing for GotBackUp. But that is not all. Let's say that you forget your phone or your phone is gone. Even if your phone is lost or is stolen, you can take somebody's phone and you can have everything on your phone on that person's phone. So GotBackUp has cloned your phone. It has cloned it so that even if your phone is not with you, you can get everything on your phone on someone else's phone. And that is a beautiful thing. You can also use GotBackUp in a secure environment because there is a military grade. You see, security is very important. I teach data security. I teach cloud computing. And data security is very important. If you have heard about the CIA, the Central Intelligence Agency, everything about them is encrypted and protected. They use a military grade. GotBackUp also uses a military grade. It's called an Advanced Encryption Standard, AES. It's a patented, it's a 256 military grade encryption. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody has ever hacked into 186. Nobody has ever hacked into 100 or 186. And yet GotBackUp is 256 military grade. What it means is that it simply means your data is highly secured. Nobody can have access to it. Not even the owners of the company can have access to it. Okay. Now, what about the physical location? GotBackUp is currently located inside Texas. But in case there is tsunami, there is Armageddon, there is earthquake, there's hurricane, typhoon in Texas, your data is also backed up to a third-party data center in multiple countries. So your data is secured in multiple servers across the world. That security system is very, very unique. And that is, I'm part of the GotBackUp board of directors. And some of the things I've seen is just unimaginable. I cannot understand why this is flying all over the world. But it's another thing. It's called Advanced Plugin System. This one, iCloud doesn't have, Google Drive doesn't have, Dropbox doesn't have. We will discuss Advanced Plugin System with a panelist, and they will show you. If I want you to have the Advanced Plugin System, GotBackUp has a system that can allow you to talk to it, and then it will talk to you. You will talk to it, it will talk to you. It's an incredible system, and it's all free. It's all part of the packages. Let's move on. Now, GotBackUp also gives you a lead capture system. You can do bulk emailing. Let's say that you want to send an email to 1,000 people, 10,000 people. You can send one message, send it, everybody will get the same message. And guess what? The artificial intelligence algorithm would allow everybody to feel that you sent the message to him or her personally. Because the AI system, and you can see examples here, the AI system will say, hello, percentage subscribers, full name. So it will pick the full name of everybody, and everybody will see his full name. So Frederick, you can see your full name as Frederick Amwako. Okay. Score Johannes, you can see your full name as Scully. Is it Scully Johannesson from Sweden? Okay, you can see your full name like that. Okay, Mudasiro, you can see your full name like that. Everybody will get his own full name like that. That is beautiful. And you can even automate the email. You can say that I want this email to go to all my people every Monday at 8 o'clock. And you can forget it for 20 years. And every Monday at 8 o'clock, the message will leave your system. It will go to all the 10,000 people every time. You can even write another email and say that I want this second email to go to all these people only on December 24th. And on December 24th, that message will leave and it will go to all the people. It's incredible. All these things are free. Ladies and gentlemen, I teach students who will set up this system for companies, and they'll charge them $20,000, $30,000. And yet all of these are free inside the GotBackUp facility. The other services do not have that. But that is not all. At this stage, I want to share something with you, which again is not compulsory. This part of GotBackUp is another aspect that some people appreciate. What is that? iCloud does not pay you. Google Drive does not pay you. Dropbox does not pay you. Okay. Netflix does not pay you. Amazon Prime does not pay you. But GotBackUp is the only cloud storage in the world that pays you. And ladies and gentlemen, it pays you for using the service and working part-time for them. And this part is not compulsory. You can just use the service and forget about the project. But this project is also good because it can pay you. It can pay you more than your salary. It is paying me more than 3 times my salary. And so it can pay you that. And you still will do your job if you like. Now, let me share with you why you might want to be part of this project, because you cannot rely on a single income for the rest of your life. You see, dark times can happen. Dark moment, tough times can hit you. You see, COVID-19 has clearly showed that we can't depend on just one thing. If you were to receive a call that they need an emergency $10,000 to do an emergency surgery on a loved one, where will you have that? Can the salary immediately provide that? And a lot of people have asked this, they can't. So it's always good to have something, especially something you control. You see, our jobs are wonderful. We all here are great people. We love our jobs. But ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, our jobs are someone else's dream. So each time we go to work, we are building someone else's dream. What about your dream? What about you? Where will you be in 5 years? Where will your family be? Where will your children be? Where will your parents be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to have? What impact do you want to have in the lives of other people? So GotBackUp is helping people to make an impact, not only financial. You will see that there is great knowledge and value and leverage that you can have, even in addition to the income and the service. So how does it work? Well, you don't need to sell it. You see, the system, the plugin system we have is been designed in such a way that you don't need to sell the GotBackUp. You got to follow the blueprint we have. Once you plug yourself into the blueprint, use the service, and plug yourself, you will make some very good income for yourself. So how does it work? The first thing you got to do is to get a service. Install it. It's easy. When you go to Google Drive, and when you go to Play Store or Apple Market, just type GotBackUp. Download it, install it. Once you install it, back up all your files. Upload them. Okay. Then tell your friends, your families, your co-workers, your enemies, every single person that you know, tell them you have good news for them. Don't tell them you have something called GotBackUp. Don't tell them you have something called cloud storage. Just tell them you have good news for them and then bring them here. You see, they will surely ask you, what is the good news? Once they ask you what is the good news, tell them that you have experts who will reveal what the good news is. When you want to tell them the details of the good news, you see, because you are starting, you may not have the explicit knowledge to give to them. You see, you have not learned enough. So keep coming here and come and learn. But bring them to us. We will do the heavy lifting for you. We will educate them for you. Nobody is forced to be part of the project. It's a free will. While they are happy to listen to us, ladies and gentlemen, they will make a decision to be part of the GotBackUp. They may not become part of it immediately, but you see, the knowledge we will vomit to them, that knowledge, they would enjoy. Obviously, while you are here, you are magnetized. You are excited about some of the things you are listening. The same way, they will be excited. And once they are excited, they will be part of the GotBackUp. You see, we do the work for you. You bring them to us. In case they are not even able to come live, you can give them the recording and then they will listen and watch. And if they want further questions, you can link them to any of the leaders anywhere and we will educate them further for you. Now, how much do you get? This is how much you get. You get income number 1 immediately within 30 seconds. Income number 2 to number 7, you get that monthly. But some of the incomes are quite big. I cannot explain all of them. I'll just talk about a few of them. Income number 1. It is known as customer acquisition bonus. So let's say that we educate somebody. The person is listening. The person is happy. Your friend wants to be part to get a GotBackUp. That's cool. The moment your friend gets the annual package, I'll tell you the price of the annual package right now. The moment your friend gets the annual package, the company will pay you $50 immediately. Immediately. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pause. Imagine every day you get only one person. Only one person. That means that every day you can get $50 a day. That means at the end of the month, on just income number 1, you can get $1,500 at the end of the month on just income number 1. How about income number 2? You see, income number 2 is an income you earn not even because of your hard effort, but it's because of the effort of everybody in the world. The company has 75% payout allocation from the profitability of the company. So when the company makes the profitability or the revenue, they give 75% out. One of the income is known as cycles. Cycles is an income you earn based on the collective effort of everybody, even if you don't know the people. Even if you don't know the people. That's why it's beautiful. Now, you create one cycle when 6 people have come into your team. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have gotten 2 people you have registered into GotBackUp. Now, they are enjoying the service. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, it is not all about money. There is a service here. There's value here. They will enjoy the value. This is value people are already enjoying in iCloud and Google Drive and Dropbox. But this one gives them even more double value. So even if you don't make an income, you have value. And it's cheaper than all of those other ones anyway. But you can also earn an income. But that income requires work. It's not automatic. Okay, I've shown you how to get $50 per person. Now, the second income, when 6 people come into your team, you must have at least 2 of them sponsored by you yourself. So let's assume that you have sponsored 2 people. And I have sponsored 10 people. My 10 people will be added to your 2 people. And so you have more than 6. You'll be paid cycle number 1. The moment another 6 people come into your team, you pay cycle number 2. And then you keep going. You can earn between $20 up to $200,000 on just cycle. Cycle 1 is paid. Cycle 2 is more than cycle 1. There is another income called generational income. That is 2%. 2.5% of the purchases every single person will make. You also have cycle match. Ladies and gentlemen, cycle match for me, cycle match is even more than my salary, my normal work salary, cycle match alone. Cycle match is an income you earn only when you are sapphire and above. Most of the people you see on your screen here are sapphires and above. And as a sapphire, what it means is that you have at least 50 people. Okay, so you have 50 people. Now, these people might not even be people you know. Majority of them might not be people you know. As long as these people were sponsored by others and they have been brought into the team, they have been sponsored into the team you are in, you will earn a cycle match. Guess what? This is how it works. Let's say you have 10 people. Each one of them is making $1,000. Because you are Sapphire, you'll be paid 25% of the $1,000. 25% of $1,000 is $250 on each of your 10. 250 times 10 is $2,500. So it means that every month you will get $2,500 because you are a Sapphire. But what if you're a diamond? I'm a double diamond. But what if you are a diamond? If you're a diamond, you will get 100%. So each of your 10 people is getting $1,000. You will get 100% of that in addition to the other incomes. Let's not forget. 1,000 times 10 people is what? $10,000. So it means that every month you'll be getting $10,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I have 100 people I have sponsored myself. 100. As of yesterday, I had 98. My number is increasing. So over time, you see, it requires patience. It's not going to happen immediately. I must promise you that. But if you have the patience of Job, you will do well. Okay, and you will do so well. The other incomes I can't even talk about. Now, how much do you start with? Well, the personalized link is free. The personalized landing page is free. The email system is $500. The specialized tools is free. Online presentations that we are doing here is free. Okay. The mentorship is $1,000. You will get mentorship that you can't even imagine. It will help you in several areas of life. The training is free. Okay. You will get personal development. That is $500. You will get community partnership. That is free. When you put all of this together, that is $2,000 for a year. But guess what? GotBackUp says that for this month and this month alone, everything is $119.97 for a whole year. For a whole year. Please, this is not monthly. This is yearly. So for this year, for the next 365 days, you are only paying $119.97. And you will get everything that we have discussed. Now remember, GotBackUp lets you pay over $400. Google Drive lets you pay over $300. Dropbox lets you pay over $300 for all of these. And yet, you pay only $119.97. And yet you get all the services plus the income. I have made more than 100 times this money. Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. Okay. So GotBackUp is a service everyone needs. It's a project everyone can afford. And ladies and gentlemen, timing is everything. See, sometimes things happen in life when we don't take quick action. The reason why a person might not take quick decision now is because we are afraid. Yeah, fear. Sometimes we may feel this is a scam. Sometimes we may even feel this is not real. Why? Because of our past experiences before. Believe it or not, the fact that GotBackUp is in 153 countries out of 195 countries in the world should tell you that this is no joke. These people have provided IT solution for some of the big companies in the world many years before. It's been around for over 27 years already. This is no joke. I am a doctor and a professor in AI, in data analytics. This is something I teach already. And so do not let fear, you see, fear is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. The reason why many people don't do well in life is not because of anything. It's because sometimes we entertain fear. Fear can paralyze you. Fear can demoralize you. It can weaken you. And that is why. So sometimes you got to take chance. You got to tell yourself that I will do it. Whatever happens should happen. And that is connected to poverty. Poverty has nothing to do with money. Ladies and gentlemen, poverty is a state of the mind. When a person is poor mentally, the person is poor in several ways. It's multidimensional. But when the person is wealthy mentally, when I say wealth, wealth is not about money per se. Wealth is the sum total of your integrity, loyalty, love, kindness, wisdom, knowledge, virtue, value before money is at the bottom of the pyramid. When you have wealth, your mind is positive. Your health is great. You do exercise. Okay, your finances are wonderful because you are wealthy mentally, you are wealthy physically, you are wealthy financially, you are wealthy spiritually, you are wealthy in every. But when you are poor mentally, you are poor physically, you are poor spiritually. So in fact, so most poor people are very, very spiritually deceived. You are poor financially. You are also poor exercise-wise. The person doesn't even exercise, you know. The person grows fruit in his farm, but he doesn't even take fruit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why another benefit of GotBackUp here is called global positivism and partnership. You will learn a lot of things. The panelists will tell you a lot of these things. So you're about to make a decision. The word decide ends with the word side, like suicide, like homicide, like genocide. See, these words don't carry good idea. They carry the idea of death. You're about to make a decision of your life. Whether you do this or not, it's a decision. But the consequences of those decisions will not be clear today. You're not getting any younger. You are not getting any younger. And time is flying. In the next couple of years, some of the things you wanted to do, you can't do them. People are making some of these incomes every single month within the GotBackUp facility. Take chances. Okay, so these people that you see on your screen have achieved significant milestones all over. Every one of them, okay, and there are several people all across the world. Be part of the momentum. Oh, by the way, we have not scratched the surface. GotBackUp is not even up to 100,000 people. Dropbox has over 700 million. Google Drive has over 1 billion. What do you think these people will do when they hear of GotBackUp? When they come to see what this is, giving the benefit. Ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, I'm going to go to the panelists, okay? And then they are going to share some of the incredible benefits that they have seen. We have Mrs. Benis Ifa Ej. You see how she's glowing in her Cappadocia's face. She'll be smiling very soon. Okay, even I told you she'll be smiling very soon. Okay, now she's smiling. She is a founder and the CEO of Benigo Consult and Beauty. Okay, she is well acclaimed all over Europe and Africa, and she is doing very well for herself. She is already a multi-millionaire in what she does, and she got to see about this, and she and her husband are taking this as part of their global project. Okay, we also have Jeffrey Okanko. Jeffrey is one of the incredible bankers that we have in Africa. He is gathering momentum. He is touching many lives. He's a banking statistician. Okay, you will hear from him. And then Dr. Joanna Jumayebo, our MC, she is a medical nurse administrator. She is an all-rounder. Okay, she's one of the fastest growing individuals we have in the GotBackUp in the whole of the African continent. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, okay, it's a pleasure to have you. So let me first go to Benis. Benis, what is one particular service of the GotBackUp that you appreciate the most? You can unmute yourself now.
Thank you so much for the question. So one of the services that I love the most is the fact that I can access my documents on multiple devices. GotBackUp service gives you the opportunity to have access to all your documents, your data on countless devices, which you're not getting this from iCloud or Google Drive, you understand? Because those companies will limit you to the number of devices you can use. But with GotBackUp, it's unlimited. When I say unlimited, I'm talking about countless devices. So if you have 2,000 devices, you can still access your data any part of the world. And it's something that GotBackUp makes it very, easy to do, you understand? And one also is, I might say one or two. Just what?
Two, you can say two, yeah.
Okay. Another part that I love most is the high security. People have trust issues in this modern era. You know, people have trust issues in terms of their data storage. So if they know that their data is stored securely and it's safe, they are 100% happy to partner with you. And I want to assure everyone that GotBackUp has 100% security. We use military grade encryption for our data storage, which is the same as the other service providers, you understand? And with ours, no one can break into your data. No, hacker or theft, online theft can have access to your data. So your data is highly secured with the company. So if you're here and you have trust issues, I want to encourage you that nobody will have access to your data or your privacy. So feel
Lovely,
free
lovely. I
to
love that. Jeff, excellent, excellent. Jeffrey, let me go back to you. What is another thing about the service that really impresses you? Jeffrey.
All right, mine has to do with the advanced documentation. With that one, it has to do with making sure that you are able to translate your document into multiple languages. Aside that, you are able to read, you're able to speak aloud whilst the system types your work for you. So it gives you flexibility, gives you the time to do more with less effort. Secondly, you can also equally access your document anywhere. So for example, if you are going somewhere and then unfortunately you misplace your phone or your phone is stolen, you can just get a new phone, just download the app, log on, and then retrieve all the necessary document that you need.
Lovely, lovely. I like that point because I like the point that if you don't want to type, you can talk to it and then it will type all your documents for you. And if you wanted to read it back to you, it would also read everything back to you in multiple languages. You can convert your document into multiple languages, even including most of the languages we have in Africa. You see, America doesn't have a lot of languages except languages that have been taken to America or Europe. Okay. However, in Africa, we have a lot of languages. Nigeria has over 200 languages. Okay. And these languages can be translated beautifully. And I love that. Okay, let me go to you, Joanna. Joanna, what do you see? I'm changing the whole thing. Income. How do you foresee the income potential of GotBackUp?
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm asking you because you are chopping big income. Because these days you have been chopping a lot of dollars. Okay? So that's why I'm asking you that.
Okay, so the income potential is limitless, I must say. If we set our minds to this project, you have limitless income. I mean, you can decide to register as many people as possible in a day. I think the highest number I have registered in a day has been 2. I was trying to break Prof's record of registering 3, but I never got there. But you can register as many as possible. And somebody just sent a message at the comment section that the dollar is choppable and it is touchable. It is real. It is real. The income is real. So if you really mean business and you want to go far with this project, set your mind to it. Have plans for it. I mean, go by your plans. And if you follow the guidelines that we are giving you here, and what your upline will give you, you will never regret being part of this project.
Thank you. And then I just want to put this on a record. So, ladies and gentlemen, the income is good, but it requires work. I must confess. It doesn't come because you want income and then you just get it. It requires you to work. It requires you to work. And since we are all already doing our normal jobs and we are still able to do in addition to our, respectable jobs, it means that it doesn't matter who you are. You can also do this. And in case you are probably wondering, some of the people here, these are their incomes. Okay, some people here are making $3,970 monthly. Okay, there are some people in GotBackUp who are making $7,000 monthly. Okay, so do not belittle. This is no joke. This is, and by the way, this is not even 2 years old. This is not even 2 years old. Okay, so that should tell you that it's no joke. When I show some of my income, you'll be amazed at it. So just have confidence in that. But again, the money is not the main issue. Let me go to another benefit of GotBackUp. And please tell us, apart from the income, what do you really appreciate? Not the service, but apart from the income and the service, what is it?
What I appreciate most is the networks we are forming. Mostly people keep crying, whom I don't see anything wrong with it. Because even your mother that you know that is your mother. You were strangers from the very beginning, and it took time for you to come together. To create a great network, you need people, and this is a very good avenue. And imagine 153 countries in the world, and as much as 195 countries, you can connect with people, and people who trust each other. It's only people you trust that you can do business with. What do you think will happen in a few years? If you have a big project in mind, you can what? Invite them into that. This is something I value so much. Networks are the future of anything.
Lovely, lovely. Now let me go to, I know Dr. Bisolo has joined us. Okay, he's one of the people who just chopped, and I know why he's so excited, because he has been chopping a lot of dollars these days. And normally when the money hits his bank account, you know, he will put it there for people. You know, you see, now he's wearing glasses, you know, he can't even see, you know, he has to put on the glasses because the income is just changing his visibility. Okay, so Dr. Abisolo, okay, is a hematology specialist, and I want to say you're welcome here. You have a very busy schedule, and yet you have time to do this. And you wrote something about personal development. I want you to expatiate on that. What is it about this program regarding personal development that you appreciate?
All right, thank you so much, everyone. I think my network was very bad, so currently I'm on. Yeah. So one benefit that I love most in this project is the personal development, as I was saying. Yeah. So here you are going to be exposed, like the brain and the mindset is going to be set into this AI. So now some of the thoughts that we're having, Prof will say reprogramming. So your mindset will be reprogrammed. So you could see that, like, the way you even do your things, the way you brand. For example, some of us, we are all having our personal businesses. Now, this project is going to also guide you. If, let's say, you are a painter, okay. Regardless, you're a painter, and then you know how to paint in a different manner. But how will people know you? How will people get to know that, oh, this amazing painter has a special way of painting which is different from others? This project will help you even being able to expose to the world, globally, so that you can, the talent that you have differently, everybody's going to know it. Yes, because as we said, and then they said, oh wow, the way this gentleman paints alone is okay. This is my handle. This is my now you're going to be exposed to the handles, like your YouTube handle, your social media handle. So people will get to know you. So now you brand yourself. Now the developmental aspect has been what? Improved. Because people worldwide everybody is seeing you. And that is amazing. Yeah.
Love that. I love that. And you see, what you are saying is very true, because it is said that knowledge is the only asset that creates and multiplies all other assets. And value is anything that is useful to the user. So if you have value, but that value is not useful to someone, okay. You see, the greatest footballers are not those who are playing the football. The greatest musicians are not the ones who are singing. The greatest movie stars are not the ones who are on the screens, because they have not been bought. They are not out there. And so who you are is your nature, but what you are becoming is your manifestation. And that is why a lot of people don't see that. So as you become part of the GotBackUp facility here, your mind, you said your brain is rewired. Your brain is, you are reprogramming your subconscious mindset. And then you vomit your inner capacity to the marketplace.
Yes. The model of
who you are becomes manifest to the world. Your branding, okay, this is Ben. If I will tell you, your branding packaging is exposed million times to the world. Okay, and the way you even think, your positivism, all of these things are exposed. So the impact you would have made on the lives of people becomes enlarged. And that is what brings in more value, more income into you. But the problem is that a lot of people go only for money, only for money, only for money. And they don't make the money. They don't make the money. You see, money doesn't like people who look for it. Money hates them, actually. The book by Daniel Pink, okay, called Drive, that explains it. So I really love personal. For me, personal development is more than even the money. And I know, Enyanam, you are nodding. I want you to add it because I know you love this topic a lot. Okay, what would you want to say about that personal development? It's big. You will make money even if you don't want the money.
Yes. The fact is that a lot of us, we think that it is money we need. It's not about that.
Yeah.
It is about we have talents, we have things hidden in us, but we don't even know how to bring it out. It is the knowledge to be able to unearth that will show to the world. This is the community that on daily basis, whether you want to or not, you will read or hear something that will shift your mindset. The difference between you and that person that wants to earn $1 million is that person you become. And it's only mindset shift. Do you know that? That is the only thing. It is not, you don't become a superhuman. The only thing is your ability to know that you have everything that you need right now to become what you can just because you've changed your mindset. And that's what personal development does. And that is
Dr.
what
Jonah,
Thank
you. Thank you so much. Dr. Jonah, somebody is asking the question on the screen. How will you address that? How does one register without a credit card?
Okay, so you can use Momo. You send the Momo to your upline. So your upline will upload his or her internal wallets and then generate a registration link for you. And that's it.
Okay. So then, if you don't have credit card, no problem. That's what she's saying. No problem. Give the income in cash or by another means to the person, and the person will do it for you easily. It's very simple. Now, someone says that I'm getting scared. Let me put this there. I want to address this. I'm getting scared of figures you mentioned. Please, how is the work done? Okay. So let me tell you something. Says he's getting scared. I like it. It's good to be scared. Okay. It's good. You see, it's like when you meet Bill Gates and Bill Gates gives you $1 million, you say, oh, this is too much because you haven't seen that before. Ladies and gentlemen, this is how it works. I told you, when you get one person registered on the annual part, how much do you get? $50. Okay. $50. The person will pay $120 to the company. The company will pay $50 of the $120 to you immediately. Now, remember, the company will have $70 in the system. Now, that $70 is not given to you because you have not gotten 2 and 6 people into your cycles. Now, it is rotated. That $70, remember, the company, the cost of this project is very tiny. So the company recycles that income and gives it to other people who have done more work. Now, for you to be paid the next income, you need to have 6 people in your team, 2 personally registered by you. That is a cycle. Once you get a cycle, you are paid an extra income. But remember, some of that income will come from the extra $70, extra $70 that a company already has in the system. Now, if the company has 100,000 people in the system, that means that they will have 100,000 of the $70. So it's going to get $70 times 100,000 people, $7 million. Get a fact. So there's money in the system. That's the sustainability part. Okay, I'm a board member. I've done the calculation. And by the way, we will train you on how income is generated and the sustainability. Let me tell you something. Facebook is not going anywhere. There are 3.5 billion people on Facebook. Do you know why? If Facebook should shut down, boom, what do you think the world will do? People will lose money. Companies will fall down. Remember some few years ago, during the COVID period, Facebook was off for 6 hours or so. Instagram was off. Okay? WhatsApp was off. And the whole world, do you know how much money was lost? And as long as people are using this mobile phone, data will be generated. And as long as data is being generated, income will be generated. So do not be scared about the income. That is nothing. If you understand the principle, that is nothing. Okay. Income is generated when the service is bought. There is no service bought, there is no income generated. As long as people are going to buy the service, and remember, we are not telling people to buy the service. They are already buying the service in Dropbox, in Google Drive, in iCloud at a higher rate. We are only switching them. We are only switching them to come and use a better cloud service with a better facility, with a better everything, and make some income if they so wish. Okay. So somebody told me to address that question. Now, I have shared some of with my wife, and she's using it. It's incredible. Can we address the issue? Okay, so let me go to Benis. It says, can we address the issue of some people thinking it's one of those scams? Benis, address that.
All right, so GotBackUp is not a scam. This is not a Ponzi scheme, okay, whereby you invest something, you don't get anything. At the end of the day, your money goes. Here, you are given a digital product, a product you cannot touch or feel, but it's worth more than the amount you're paying for. So in return of that, you are making money. You understand? So in this case, the value the company is giving you, that's the product or the service, you can share with others. Aside that you are making money, aside that the money you have invested is not as though you're not seeing the returns. If something is a scam, you will put money in it and not get any returns out of it. That is what we call scam. But over here, the good part of it is a digital project, digital marketing project. Okay. So you are getting, someone asked me, so are you into products? And I'm like, yeah, but it's not physical. You cannot touch our product. Okay. And it means that everything is on digital, on your phone, your laptop, your computer, anything. Now, if you register with companies where you're not giving such things or anything in return, that is where you can call it a scam. And over here, the results are very real. We provide results that it's not as though you come and you don't see anyone progressing. You see the results showing. You understand? Whereby you are also motivated because everyone you come to meet, one way or the other, is making something out of it, enjoying the service, making money, networking, getting access to countless opportunities. So at the end of the day, you're not only getting money, you're getting also opportunities to network with people all over the world. We are in 153 countries, and you won't get this anywhere, trust me. And I will assure you that if you join this project, this value that you're getting is more, it's worth more than the money, such that you don't have to think that it's a scam. You understand?
Thank you. I love that.
So there is no scam here. All right.
Thank you so much indeed. Legend, don't be worried about scam. The word scam, Ponzi, is when there is no product. But when you go to school, by the way, and you pay school fees, do you get a product? When you go to school and you pay your school fees, do you get a product physically? No. You get something called knowledge. Knowledge is not physical, but you always pay school fees for it. You get a point? So some things in life are services. Some things in life are physical products. A service is something. So if somebody should do an accounting service for you, you pay the person for auditing your company account. You don't physically touch it, but you pay because it's a service. Now, if somebody gives you a space to store your entire pictures, videos, documents, files, he's providing you a service. Forget about the money. Forget about the money. Are you not getting the service? 6 terabytes is 6,000 gigabytes. Do you know how many movies you can carry with that? Your entire family tree will go there. And that is a service. Forget about the money. It's a service. Okay? So you're already enjoying. So even if you don't make money, you are getting a service equally the service that Dropbox would have given you at a cheaper rate. Just that this one is even cheaper. But the company says, if you also want to make the income, then work for me. If you don't do any work, forget about money. If you do a lot of work, you will get a lot of income. If you do little work, you get little income. If you do no work, you get no income. So that part is a choice that you can choose to do. Okay, but the service is guaranteed once you have paid the yearly amount. And mind you, it's just $120, so it's still cheap. I want to address a question. Daniel says that, how do you receive your money? Okay, so this is an international company from the United States. It is registered under the Federal Trade Commission. It is registered. The physical building is there. Just type GotBackUp, Global Virtual Opportunities, Texas, Zoom, and Google will take you straight to their physical building. And there are several videos on it. Okay. Now, if you want to be paid, you are paid. The moment you are paid into your system, you see your money in your back office. Your back office is like your virtual office. Then you can collect your money in your bank account when you supply a bank account. When you supply a bank account, the company will use something called Pay Quicker to pay you. It's international. Everybody knows. Pay Quicker. They also have Wise. Wise is very common in Europe. Pay Quicker is very common in the US. So your money will now be sent into Pay Quicker and it will hit your bank account. So the income you saw here, ladies and gentlemen, have belief, okay? Belief is key. Belief is key, okay? Let me show you. The income you saw here, it is someone's income, okay? The one on the left is someone's income who is living in Ghana and the income hit his dollar account. Oh, by the way, you can have the income in your local currency account or in your dollar account or in your euro account or in your pound account, any account you have. So this person got $3,970 in the person's dollar account. If the person has a CD or Naira or Rand or Euro or anything, you can get that income there. Okay. So your system is connected to your bank account. So when you are paid, you supply your bank account details. Okay, and you can use that. If you don't want it to be paid into your bank account, you can collect a virtual credit card where you can load the money on your virtual credit card and you can use it anywhere in the world. Have belief, have faith, have confidence, because who you are is your nature, but what you are believing. Ladies and gentlemen, vision is who you are by virtue of what you see. So it's very important that we understand this thing. Now let me go to Dr. Joanna. So Dr. Joanna, there is another service when it comes to the GotBackUp facility in terms of the security. Now, would you say that GotBackUp is the second in terms of security or among the highest of security, and why?
I think I would say it's among the highest of security, because if you look at their security features, it is just like the best that we have in the world. So it's among the best. You don't have anything to worry about. I mean,
Thank you.
Your data is secured.
Lovely. So ladies and gentlemen, at this stage, I'm going to ask my panelists to tell us one thing. Okay. So Jeffrey, you're going to tell us, what would you want to tell those who are on the outside, who are thinking of wanting to be part of this program? This program just started. We've not gone anywhere. Okay. When I say we've not gone anywhere, I mean we've not crossed many years, even though we've gone to 153 countries. Okay. And it's flying at a phenomenal rate. You see, in Africa, the people in GotBackUp are not even up to 2,000. And yet the population is over 1 billion. Can you imagine? In China, the people in GotBackUp are not even up to 1,000. And yet the population of China is over 1 billion. In India, the people in GotBackUp are not even up to 10,000. And yet the population of India is over 1 billion. Who? Wisdom is knowing the obvious, even when it's a secret. So what would you want to tell the people who are on the outside? Judge.
All right. So thank you very much, Prof. What I would say is the best time to join is now. Because currently, the job that you are doing, there is no way that you'll be paid more than your expectation. No matter how you exceed the expectation of your bosses, there is no way you'll be paid more than that. By here, you'll be paid more than the work that you are going to do. You are going to be paid excessively. If you put in the work, you get in more. And this is the best time to join because we are not many here. So take the opportunity, take the advantage of the advantages, build this business so that at the end you'll be able to impact lives. So join now and let's build this business together.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, let me go to Dr. Bisolo. Dr. Bisolo, what would you tell the people who are already part of GotBackUp? What do you tell them?
All right. So, what I would like to say is that if you're already in this project, it is time to take it serious. It is time to do it with topmost speed. It is time to connect to those who are already making it, because the future is bright. I've been saying that we are yet to start this project, because the way and the manner the project is speeding up, if you put yourself into it and learn the principles and link yourself to those who are already having the ideas, trust me, you can make it. And you should never give up. It should never give up, because the moment you give up, hey, it means that it's like you don't actually know where you are going. Now, put yourself in it, and then future yourself that there was something big out there. Because look at the number of countries now. It is just moving with topmost speed. So you yourself have to sit down and make your analysis. Why am I not making it? Why are people doing it? But why am I not making it? Then make your assessment and then connect yourself, adapt the strategies, uh, do the basics, and trust me, one day your story will be amazing. That is it.
Thank you. Thank you. That's really, really inspirational. That's really, really inspirational. Let me go to Benis. Benis, what is one particular thing you want to tell the people who are yet to come in?
All right, thank you. So I'll say that, what's your purpose in life? I'll ask them this question. And if you don't have a purpose, find one. Why am I saying this? Because if you have a purpose and your purpose is not just about working to pay bills and then die afterwards, and it goes way beyond that, you should grab this opportunity or grab this project with speed. Because if you get this in addition to whatever you're doing, it's going to help enhance whatever purpose you have, whatever you want to do aside working or doing that one income business you're doing. This is an opportunity that you can leverage to be able to achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. If you look at the billionaires, they don't depend on one income. That is why they are able to sponsor people. You can see Dr. Ibrahim Mahama or Mr. Ibrahim Mahama giving help to many people. If he was not rich, you think he could afford that. So it means that it's not only about your family, it's also about the people who are looking up to you. Get something like this such that you can be able to help many people through cash and kind. So GotBackUp is here to stay and help anyone with a purpose that they want to impact people and then leave a legacy for their generations yet unborn. And that's why some of us are here, because we want to leave a legacy whereby even if we are no more alive, our children will enjoy from the sweat that we have poured for them. So that's why you all have to have this opportunity. And you can't will your certificate to anybody. You can will this to your children. So take advantage of your advantages and you will be smiling in the end. Thank you.
Wow. 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 Ladies and gentlemen, see, a hungry person cannot be forced to eat. No one is begging you to be part of what we have. With or without you, this is going to grow. You weren't here before, and this has already grown to 153 countries, starting from with the top first world countries in the world: US, Canada, UK, Australia, Germany, people all over the world. And without you, it will continue to grow. So don't be convinced, because a hungry person cannot be convinced to eat. He's already hungry. Why are you convincing him? So you got to look at your life. If you're not hungry, no one will convince you. Now, let me go to Dr. Jonah. Dr. Jonah, what is one message you want to give to both the people outside and the people inside?
Okay, so if you are outside and you are yet to join this project, in fact, when you join, you have nothing to lose. You already have the service and we have explained the benefits that comes with it. So you don't have anything to lose. In fact, you have an opportunity to add another stream of income to the one that you already have. and all the benefits that have been explained by the other members, you have it. So if you are yet to join, the time is now. Don't just say that, okay, let me see when I will join. You know, money that we use to join this project is not money that you have nothing for, or money that you don't have use for. Let me put it this way. It is money that is very important to you, that you want to use it for something important. That is what you use for this project. If you do that, you'll be focused, you go by the guidelines that you'll be given, and you build it. And then in no time, you become a leader in the project. Now, those of us who are already in, as Prof said, if you do nothing, you wouldn't make any commission, you wouldn't make any money. So let us put our minds to the things that we are expected to do, be part of the various trainings that are being organized. We have training almost every week. So at least twice in a week, you should be part of the trainings. It builds you, it prepares you, and it makes you, it positions you very well so that you can build yourself in this project and advance. And if you have registered one person, remember, you are a leader. So as you advance in this project, that one person that you have registered, you need to help that person also bring people on board. If you have registered 2 people, you are a copper. And it means that you should help those people that you have registered to also become coppers. And then if you are a silver, it means you have more than 4 people under you, and at least one is a copper. You need to help them. At times we bring people on board and we don't groom them. We don't assist them. If you do that, you lose all the people that you bring on board. So those of us who are already in this project, let us grow the people that we have come in with. I mean, help them to become coppers, and then silvers, gold. Then it also help you to also advance in your rank. And that's how we grow in this business. As you help others, you in turn help yourself. So, Prof, that is what I would see.
Thank you. Some people are asking some questions that shows that they weren't here from the start. So I think that you want to speak to the person who gave you this link. After this, click on the link again and watch the whole thing again, and then you will get a better understanding. Because to say that I wasn't here from the start, it means that you have to watch from the start, because we can't repeat ourselves again, and it will help you. Okay. And it's always good to ask a question than to make a statement. Okay. It's good to ask a question because you genuinely want to know than to make a statement. But if you make a statement, for example, that I don't think all the people here are genuinely doctors, I think you are joking. You don't know the people, just Google them. All right, just Google them. Okay, it will help you. I think that, you see, doubt is really hurting a lot of people. All right, a lot of people are so doubtful, like they are so doubtful of so many things. Okay, I quite remember there was a student I teach in Warwick University, okay, in the UK, and then this student, got to know about this thing from somebody, and then the person told her that I am part of this thing, and then the student said, "Never! I know this man. He is a professional. He's an academic professor. I don't think he would do this. It is beyond him. And this is not real." So the person called me. And I said, "You're a joke. What makes you think that I won't do this? How can you vomit a strong conviction about something without first even contacting me? But you think you know me so well that I won't do this. I am doing this. How about that?" The gentleman was just confused. And I said, because you have a misconception. And when people have misconception, doubt, disbelief, that is why they don't progress. And ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something. For those of you who are brand new, those who have started this, people will doubt you. People will doubt you. But that doesn't matter. You know why it doesn't matter? Because greatness is born out of adversity. In order to build a tall building, you need a deep foundation. You have to cross your Red Sea before you can get to your promised land. You have to pass through the desert. It's tough. You will doubt yourself. Sometimes you doubt yourself and tell yourself, what am I even doing here? Sometimes your family, your husband, your wife, your children, your parents, they will doubt you. They will tell you, you are crazy. This ain't going to work. Jesus was doubted. Great people were doubted. Jeff Bezos, 18 years, he made nothing, no money. 18 years, no. And then his shareholders told him to define profit. You are not 18 years old. You got to go through 18 years of apprenticeship. Jesus, after the age of 12 years, he was vanished. He was not seen anywhere until he appeared in the Jordan River at age 30. Where was he? Over that 18 years. He was learning in obscurity. He was undergoing apprenticeship. He was learning. Hosea 4:6 says, lack of knowledge, people perish, people die. They die financially, they die spiritually, they die physically, they die health-wise because they lack adequate knowledge. So do not let the ignorance of people make you feel inadequate. So this person was ignorant, complete ignoramus. He was so convinced that I wasn't part of this. And when he came to ask me, he got to know I was part of it. But you see, he was so convincing and convincing that person and almost made that person doubt. Be strong. Stand on your level ground. Be proud of what you have. Because what you have is not for everybody. You're not normal. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're part of this thing, you are not normal. Every one of us here is abnormal. Yes, greatness has to go. You got to go through abnormality. You know why the Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world? Check the record, how deep it goes. It is so deep, equal to 15 floors of a normal building. That's the foundation alone. If your foundation is weak, storms make the oak tree grow deeper roots. Storms. So the oak tree is able to grow deeper because of storms. It says, bring it on. So be confident about what you have. Because when your belief system is shaky, that is when your doubt increases. And your last words to the world.
Okay. With all things that have been said, as they've said, if you are hungry, you don't need to be convinced. This is whether you start now or not, we will still scale up and increase. The best time is starting now. Even if you don't know anything, you are zero, notch, you don't know anything about technology. This is the best time you can learn, because in the smaller crowd, you can make all the mistakes, because the big nuts are the people who come now. People who have networks of millions. What do you think will happen? When they know that they have to pay less for something more, they will definitely get on board. That is when we will see this. People who are watching, some are watching, they've heard about this, but they want to see what will happen in a year. We are here. In 5 years, you come and meet us here. And by that time, you will say it's too late. And that is the most painful thing. Regrets is the most painful thing. So get up, get on board, whatever it is, you will learn as time goes on.
That's really true. That's really true. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you an evidence of what I said. So this man wrote something here, and it was quite poignant. He said, please, Prof, don't get me wrong. The background in this live video is sending a very wrong signal because of the two panelists with the same background. The person was kind of doubting, and he was making a statement instead of asking a question. So it appears that he seems to have facts. Okay. Now I come and explain to the gentleman here in the chat. And now after explaining to the chat, the gentleman replies here. Okay. I just want to show you how doubt sometimes that he says, thank you very much indeed for the information. So information is gold. Information is gold. The gentleman has been given the information. Now he says, thanks very much for the information. So don't be worried when people are doubting. Help them. Give them the information. Supply them the education. The word education comes from the Latin word educere, which means to draw out from within. Okay, education is personal. School is general. Forget about schooling. Schooling is general. School is general, but education is personal. It goes deeper than schooling. And when you are educated instead of schooled, your knowledge belt increases by 10 notches. And that's what you get here. We build your mental fortitude so that you are able to weather the storms of life, because life is not easy. Life is hard. It doesn't matter whether you go to school. There are some people here who have 5 degrees, 2 masters, 2 PhDs, and yet they are humble and willing to learn because knowledge is infinite. Everything else is finite. Even you are finite. You can die. You are finite. But your knowledge will exceed yourself. That is why some people are still living, even though they are dead. Abraham Lincoln said, some die at 25. just that they are not buried yet until they are 75. And yet, they are, somebody is dead. Michael Jackson is dead, and yet he's still living. There are some people who are dead. Jesus Christ is dead. And yet today, they speak more of him. He's making more impact in the life of the present people who never saw him. And someone is present. People are seeing him, and yet he's making no impact. Who you are is your nature. What you are becoming is a real deal. So whether look at tomorrow, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, where will you be? Look at your life right now. Tell yourself that where do I want to go? Where do I want to be in 5 years, in 6 years, in 7 years? Don't be forced to be part of this community. But I promise you, if you are humble, teachable, hungry, coachable, you will exceed the very limit you want to exceed. Because what you will learn here, it will mature your very existence. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have been here. It's been a pleasure having every single person, here. It's been a joy. It's been a joy. Okay. So please watch the whole video again. Those of you are asking plenty of questions. There's so many. Some of you are so too much overly excited. Please watch the video again, and then you will get the entire details one more time. I want to say a big thank you to Jeffrey Okankwe, a super senior banker all over African continent, and he is still having time to be part of this project. Dr. Joanna Jumayabwa, a nurse administrator, a champion PhD holder in several places across the world, and she is still having time, a mother, and still doing this thing. Okay, Mrs. Enyenam Epifania Sefano, a nursing lecturer, an entrepreneur, and yet always present, vomiting her intellectual masturbation, okay, from her head and pouring all of these things to us. Then we have Mrs. Benis Ifata J, the founder, the CEO of Benigo Consult and Beauty, always smiling, doing some branding activities. She's a brand ambassador in Africa and always trying to give us the knowledge base. We also have Dr. Abisolo, whose network is gone, the hematology specialist, okay, at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital, the greatest hospital we have in Ghana. Okay, and myself, my humble self, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a teacher. I teach, I vomit knowledge to several people in the world. I'm currently in 4 universities in 3 continents. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for being here. And everyone who has been commenting, talking, Godfrey, Dorothy, every single person, thank you so much indeed for being here. Let's go tell the world that we have a better way. Until we meet you on our lunchtime program, 12 o'clock at GMT, okay? And then we also meet you physically at Accra for those of you in Africa. And then we will meet you again Wednesday. Okay, the CEO will always be here and be talking to us. Then on Friday, Chris and Tammy from Canada will be here and be talking to us. The Italians, they also speak on Saturday. The French, okay, led by Abt. All of them are here, and then we'll come back here on Sunday again, and we will vomit the rest of the knowledge. Okay. Thank you so much indeed for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. Monday, we got to be grateful. Okay, it said that Monday the heart attack rate rises by 35%, but believe it or not, tomorrow our heart attack rate will not rise because we have something we control, not something that controls us. And once you have that, it will always be great. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day and good night.